startup office in Silicon Valley, the heart of innovation, where the future is coded into existence. But not all creations lead to salvation. My tale as a programmer working late into the night reminds us that curiosity can be a dangerous code to compile. It's a story that could belong in the eerie archives of Spooksplice, where every shadow whispers a tale and reality meets the unknown. With me in this narrative are our CEO, obsessed with success, and a shadowy figure lurking in our network, a hacker who left more than just code behind. It was one of those nights that stretched into the early hours, when the office was silent except for the soft hum of servers. I needed to shake off the code-induced stupor, so I made my way to the restroom. In the last stall, where shadows clung to the corners, I found a USB drive. It was an anomaly, black and sleek, with a neon green circuit pattern snaking across its surface. And there, etched into the metal, property of Cipher Shadow. My breath caught. Cipher Shadow, the handle of a legend. Our very own programming maestro, world-top in-house hacker who disappeared without a trace after embarking on his ambitious project, Dougal, a search engine for the depths of the dark web. Tales of Cipher Shadow's descent into obsession were as much a part of this startup as the lines of code we wrote. Dougal was his brainchild, a portal to the parts of the internet where few dared to tread and from which he never returned. Holding the drive, I could almost feel the echo of his genius and madness. Compelled by a mix of reverence and dread, I returned to my desk, the drive heavy in my pocket. What secrets did it hold? Could this be the key to Dougal, the dark web search engine that had consumed Cipher Shadow? The silence of the office bore down on me as I inserted the drive into my workstation. The moment it clicked into place, the monitors flickered as if awakening from a deep slumber, and I braced myself for what was to come. Abruptly, I felt a gentle tap on my shoulder, which sent a shiver down my spine and up the top of my head. There, she materialized beside me, Ava Turing, my CEO, the architect of our corporate odyssey. Yes, she is still in the office at this ungodly hour. With me, a menial entry-level programmer in the vast silence of the building. It was just the two of us, toiling against time to meet the looming deadline for our app's latest iteration. She is a tough woman, a woman as formidable as time itself. Her ambition was the pulse of our startup, her drive the electricity that powered our dreams. She was a titan wrapped in iron-gray hair, her gaze as sharp as the edge of a blade, her intentions always shrouded in a mix of fear and respect. I sought her counsel for the suddenly appeared USB with no intention or opportunity to conceal it. It was already plugged into the computer, and her keen, observant eyes had already locked onto it. Together, we watched as the drive hummed to life, our monitors soon awash with cryptic messages. Code cascaded down the screens, a digital waterfall of symbols and letters that twisted my mind as I tried to follow their dance. Her eyes, usually so calculating, gleamed with the prospect of untold knowledge or power that might be locked within this enigmatic device. "This could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for," she whispered, her voice betraying a hint of the greed that fueled her relentless pursuit of success. But as I deciphered the strings of code, unease crept up my spine. This was no ordinary data, no simple algorithm or application. It was a siren's song beckoning us to unknown shores. As my vision blurred, the once familiar zeros and ones, ifs and brackets transformed and amalgamated into something otherworldly. They coalesced into a humanoid visage, a digital demon born from the chaos of code. I wanted to heed the warning, to eject the drive and forget its sibilant call. Yet in her presence, I was compelled to continue. We dived deeper into the abyss, the hum of technology growing louder, turning from companion to captor. All of a sudden, endless search windows sprouted on the computer screens, each displaying horrific and grotesque images. A montage of gory scenes, distorted alien faces, and indiscernible disintegrated creatures that defied earthly description. Amid the overwhelming silence of shock and awe that enveloped us as we gazed at the surreal spectacle unfolding before our eyes, a faint whisper began to thread its way through the air. Barely audible at first, but steadily growing in volume until it became a deafening roar. It was a cacophonous chant, a relentless mantra that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves.
Run.
I could scarcely discern its origin, but beneath the digital undertone, I detected the ghostly presence of the missing programmer Cypher's shadow. His consciousness seems to have woven into the chaotic symphony of the digital realm. Machines began to transcend the bounds of logic, their actions spiraling into the realm of the impossible. Keyboards danced with a mind of their own, crafting lines of code that coalesced into a cryptic message. A menacing, pulsating run manifested on the screens, its fiery crimson glow akin to a cursed temptation. Meanwhile, the room's clock defied time itself, its hands reversing, spiraling backward into the past. All the printers came to life, their sheets filled with the same eerie, blood-red run messages set against dark backgrounds, as if etched in digital gore. Every dormant computer screen burst into an eerie radiance, spontaneously generating lines of code that danced with a malevolent intent. Even Ava, the CEO, a symbol of unwavering determination, now grappled with terror as the digital maelstrom escalated. Our vision started to blur in the blinding light generated through all the screens. Even my iPhone and iWatch started to glow a blinding ray of light as if piercing through our bones. Reality itself began to pixelate around us in the room, our reality dissolving into a cascade of polygons and pixels. Our face started to disintegrate it into discrete pixels and sucking into the USB drive. I could almost hear the silent laughter or desperate cry from the vanished hacker, a mocking code echoing through the motherboard. In a desperate bid to exorcise the digital haunting, I yanked the cursed USB drive from the port, my hands trembling with a mix of fear and determination. With a surge of adrenaline, I stomped on it, battered the keyboard, and hurled the printer at the wretched thing, reducing it to a chaotic storm of shattered plastic and microchips. A cacophony erupted, a dissonant symphony of machines, demons, and alien voices, each wailing at their highest volume possible, mourning the loss of their digital habitation. Then, abruptly, a profound silence descended, so absolute that I questioned whether I had been rendered blind and deaf. Had it finally ended? I scanned the area, seeking solace in the CEO's presence, but she was nowhere to be found. Panic gripped me. Where was everything? The room, the computers, the printers, all dissolved into an eerie expanse of featureless gray emptiness. I was overcome by a chilling sense of sensory deprivation. Was this the price for meddling with the digital abyss? Just as despair threatened to consume me, a voice pierced the silence, cold and matter-of-fact.
Welcome to the dark web, where darkness reigns, and nothing is as it seems.
So here I am, in the emptiness of the digital darkness, peering fondly through your phone, iPad, or laptop camera, silently observing as you revel in the convenience of digital life, your every moment shared on social media. As you traverse these enigmatic digital realms, always remember that the web is a labyrinth, far more vast and treacherous than you can fathom. It's a realm where shadows hide in plain sight, where the line between reality and the sinister unknown blurs. Join us at Spook Splice, where each tale is a thread woven into a sinister tapestry of truths. And be cautious, for a single misstep in the digital abyss can spiral into an endless loop within the depths of the dark web.